Hey everyone, got another video for today, and we're going to talk about Swamp Thing on 4K. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, if you like the 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, anything movie related, home theater, check out my other videos on my channel because I do these unboxings, reviews, discussions, collection updates. Check that stuff out, see what you like. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So let's dive into the old classic Swamp Thing on 4K. The movie came out in 1982, PG. You got Louis Jordan, Adrienne Barbeau, Ray Wise, and of course the Swamp Thing was done by Dick Durock. And interesting enough, he's actually listed, he played Swamp Thing in the sequel Return of Swamp Thing, and also the TV series that aired from 1990 to 93. That was like 3 seasons, so he actually played Swamp Thing and all of that. And of course, directed by the great Wes Craven. Basically, the movie, takes place in the old swamp, and you got the Dr. Holland. He's creating this new formula combining, plants and animals, and he's on the verge of making big discoveries. But of course, the bad guy, he got his Arcane, and he wants a formula for himself, and just all hell breaks loose, and the Dr. Holland turns into the Swamp Thing. It's kind of a cheesy, campy movie, but it's something I grew up with. It's even today, it's still a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So many times a movie that gets 30 years old, you kind of lose interest, and so this one still holds its own after all these years. Now, the 4K here comes from MVD Rewind. It's part of a new series, Laser Vision Collection. It came out in 2023. This is my first one I've got from MVD. I've always heard so many good things about them, so I'm glad to finally get something. The movie was filmed in a 35mm, has an HDR10 and Dolby Vision. And this is an incredible transfer. It was another one I was really blown away with. I'm glad to finally get a couple reviews up of older films, because some of my recent reviews have been newer movies that are digital, and the 4Ks just aren't really mind-boggling. So this is, the format really showcases older movies being restored, and this one is no slouch. This looks incredible. Highly detailed, some great colors, has some really good depth. And a Swamp Thing, the design on it, all the tree roots on his body really stands out. There's some really good definition there. But the downside is the 4K really shows up being filmed in 82. The suit he has was a chintzy suit, and you can easily tell that it's a suit. That's the only downside with the newer format, is it just brings out some of the old stuff that you would be hidden when you're watching old VHS. Now, as far as a Blu-ray comparison, the Blu-ray was I never owned this on Blu-ray, so I'm comparing it with the Blu-ray in this, which that was restored as well. And the Blu-ray here looks freaking phenomenal. There's very subtle differences between the two. Colors maybe a little bit richer, but not a lot. Again, the Blu-ray looks incredible. If you've got an older Blu-ray, yeah, this is going to be a definite upgrade, I'm sure of it. So here, check out some screenshots between the Blu-ray here and the 4K. Then we'll come back and talk about the audio, packaging, and the bonus features. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Now for the audio, they gave us a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0. It's, for being a 2.0, it's an older movie. It's very well done. It has some nice, well balance across the front. Clear dialogue throughout. Nothing that's going to blow your mind, but just, like I said, it's a good, solid track. I can't really complain about it. Now for the packaging, it has a slip cover here. Now the thing about this is really cool being part of this new Laserdisc line. They actually took the design. It actually looks like the actual Laserdisc cover. If you want to see, if you check out, I'll leave a direct link below to this. It was part of my Evolution of Physical Media series I did last year. And during the Laserdisc days, it had a cartridge that you popped in the player. And this actually looks like this is like the little where you hold on to the front of it with and slide in. So that was pretty cool that they did that. Pay some homage to an older format. And also being a new line, it actually has the number. You can see a number 1 on it. Now I know some collectors out there will jump on these lines and we'll get the different ones that have all the different numbers. It's cool to collect them that way, but I'm not like that. For me, it's just if the movie's good, then I'll buy it. I'm not going to buy a bad movie just because it's part of a line, but that's just me. But even on the back, you can kind of see some fake wrinkling, which, those cartridges had cheap labels on, and over time, they kind of wrinkled up a little bit. So I like how they thought about that, put that in the design, because I guess you can probably see it on the front too, some wrinkling in it there. But very cool. I definitely will. I'll be hanging on to this slip cover. And we got the standard keep case, and the spine is numbered as well here. And we'll pop the. It's got a poster. But first, we'll take a look at the discs themselves, and really nice design. And I like here on the Blu-ray. Another where it looks like the front of the actual cartridge. So I give major props to MVD for doing this. This design here is very cool. Something during growing up with it. I never owned one of those Laserdisc players, the old school cartridge ones. I had one through our family when we had the VCR. One time it took a shit, needed repaired. So they basically, while it was getting repaired, they gave us a Laserdisc loaner. So that's how I kind of learned about that format at the time. Now, I always thought it was always pretty cool, it wasn't like the new age Laserdisc, record size, but it's all housed in this cartridge. You slip the cartridge in the player, and it grabs a hold of the disc and it holds the disc while you pull the cartridge back out. And then to flip the sides, you got to put the cartridge in, let it come out, pull the whole thing out, flip it over, and repeat the process. A pure pain in the ass, but at the time it was kind of pretty cool. Now it came in this little poster as well we're going to show off. And again, it's got the Laserdisc design, and it gives a little wrinkling of it. It's pretty cool. Now for the bonus features, we have quite a bit to go through here. Now, of course, we got both versions of the film. We got the PG and we got the unrated film, which contains a lot of extra nudity, especially with Adrienne Barbeau. Can't complain there. See her breasts, I was happy. And nice, and of course, the beginning of the party scene, you see a lot more boob shots. So I can't complain with the unrated version. That made me happy. Of course, both versions was restored. Here we have an audio commentary with writer-director Wes Craven, moderated by Sean Clark. We also have another audio commentary with makeup effects artist William Munns, moderated by Michael Felsher. We got Tales from the Swamp Thing with actress Adrienne Barbeau. Actually says that's about 17 minutes. We have a Hey Jude with actor Reggie Batts. Another 14 minutes there. That Swamp Thing with Len Wein, creator of Swamp Thing. That's about 13 minutes long. Then we got a Swamp Screen designing DC's main monster featurette. It's another 20 minutes. From Krug to Comics, how the mainstream shaped a radical genre voice. It's about 17 minutes. Then we got photo galleries and a theatrical trailer. So quite a bit of stuff here. So I'm really glad they throw a lot of bonus features our way, especially for an older classic. I like seeing that stuff. So to wrap it up, this is a great release from MVD. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what else they come out with. I need to pick up some more of their stuff. They did such a phenomenal job here. Like I said, I've heard about other stuff they've done, so definitely need to add more of their stuff to my collection. I would highly recommend picking this up. Right now it's still about $30 on the 4K. I picked mine up at Best Buy in-store. They had it for like $23 or $24, so it was a few dollars cheaper. I forgot to look up the price. I'll do it during editing, but they got the regular Blu-ray here. Considering it was restored as well and looked just as damn good. If you want to save some bucks, take a look at the two, see which one you want to get. I don't think you're going to go wrong. But I would recommend getting this if it's something you're a fan of. If you grew up with this movie, pick this up. You will not be disappointed. So that pretty much does it for my look at the 4K of a Swamp Thing. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. And we'll see you soon. Geek out.